Someone assumed that I was a mean girl in high school. Do I look mean? Here, have some pictures of me in high school. Welcome back to my second channel. If you're not subscribed to my main channel, go and subscribe to it. It's LiveBev. Not that I've been active on there of late, but like, there could be a miracle. I might one day. I actually have done this assumptions video over on my main channel, but I realized it's been like 2 years or 3. I don't even know. It's been a really long time since I've done one. I've gone through a lot of different phases on the internet. A lot of different groups of people have come across me from a lot of different places. And I realized I haven't done like a proper introduction or really answered any questions you might have about me. And I wanted to take the time to settle any rumors or clear up any assumptions about me that you might have that might be wrong, or confirm any of them that might be. So in saying that, I recently posted on my Instagram, what are your assumptions about me? Kind of like your first impressions. I'm not entirely sure that I want to know, but I'm gonna find out. I have my phone out and I'm ready to see. You pee sitting backwards. Backwards as in like hugging the toilet seat tank. You get pee shot. This chair is very wide. Like the equivalent of this, and then pee. Yes. Yes. You're an absolute beast. No. This is nothing. Try and get this muscle. I go mildly alright at the gym. I'm severely asthmatic though, so I have no endurance whatsoever. My personal trainer says that he has morbidly obese clients that can work more effectively than me. So kind of, but not really also as well. You assume that I don't like anime. I didn't like anime for the longest of times because of all the stereotypes of that's what I thought anime was. I'd be if I'm an enjoyer of such things. But then we went to Japan and Gage was like, just watch an anime with me. We can start with the basics. So I watched Chainsaw Man when that came out. Then I watched Death Note. Then I watched Attack on Titan, which I think was my favorite. And then I've started watching like more of the shorter, older classic ones, like Evangelion. Oh, and our roommate, well, she's not our roommate anymore if you don't know me and Gage. Have a house that's currently being renovated. But our old roommate, Addie, constantly tries to make me watch this one anime. Oran High School Host Club. That one's hard for me. That is a moment. But it's ironically, so I watch it. You have a complicated coffee order. I don't think I do. I don't know why. Everyone around me is kind of like a bit of a coffee snob. But I'd be completely lying if I said that I could taste the difference. I'm like that with red wine too. I went out to a really fancy restaurant recently, pretending to the waiter that I knew what I was talking about. And he was like, oh, this one's got hints of wood. Like, yes. I love the subtle taste of wood in my mouth. Huh? I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to red wine, coffee, nothing. I can't taste the difference. I also can't feel the difference. I have ADHD. So when I have coffee, it doesn't really do anything to me. I can have a large coffee and have a nap. And I have done that multiple times. But I don't have a complicated coffee order. I switch it up a lot and I just don't like stuff that's too sweet. Plain old cold brew. I'm intolerant to milk, so I don't have anything like that in my coffee either. You are a woman. I mean, last I checked. You are a furry. Do I give off furry vibes? I don't think I give off furry vibes. I'm not a furry. I've seen furry videos and I kind of understood, but it's not for me. Your favorite American food is Taco Bell. I actually don't f with Taco Bell, like at all. I really don't. One of the worst things that I told myself I wouldn't do is when I came to America, I was like, I'm not f***ing with chicken fillet. Chicken fillet and me do not see eye to eye politically. And then I tried the chicken and it was very good. I'm so sorry. The worst ally to ever ally. But I'm more likely to have Chick-fil-A than I am Taco Bell. You're a brat. You mean like a brat or a brat? Someone assumed that I was a mean girl in high school. That is very untrue. Maybe I look like a mean girl now. Maybe it's the eyeliner. Do I look mean? No, I was definitely not a mean girl in high school. One of the most disturbing things is that I'm like 7 or 8 years out of high school now. That's disgusting. In my head, I'm still very much so a teenage girl. But when I was actually a teenage girl, I was definitely not a mean one and I was definitely not a cool one. My most precious high school memories involve me sitting in the toilets and crying and eating my lunch to the smell of shit. No, I was a floater. I just kind of like floated around different groups in high school. I don't feel like anyone really wanted me there though. I didn't really fit into any of them. And I always wondered why, like I never got it. I was like, I'm nice, like why don't people want to be around me? And then later on in life, once I got a diagnosis, I realized that that's a thing and that a lot of people subconsciously can recognize people that are a little bit not normal. So yeah, maybe it was just that. When high school ended, I vividly remember everybody like in my year 12 group, like in their little area, crying because they were gonna miss their friends. And I started crying because I knew it was over. I knew I'd finally made it out. Ugh. And then when we'd made it out, we had like a graduation and no one invited me to their pre-celebrations before formal. So I had to literally ask if I could be invited. Here, have some pictures of me in high school. Super cool and super mean. This is a sweet one. Someone says you are super talented and you seem so bubbly and sweet. 100% would give the best hugs. I like to think that I'm mildly talented. For those who don't know, I sing.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to let?
What else can I do? I can put my feet backwards and I can do the worm. And I sometimes content create mildly okay as well. It's been a long time since I've actually sat down and done a recording like this on my own because I tend to find that I just thrive bouncing off of other people's energy. Like I feel like a lot of content creators can like pretend that they're talking to someone else through the camera. I can't do that. Like I'm acutely aware of the fact that I'm staring at a camera right now in a room alone and that's awkward. So then I feel like my personality doesn't come across quite as well as it could. I also feel like my sense of humor is kind of wit, so I really have to have somebody else say something for me to then think of something funny and witty to say afterwards. Like I can't just make it up. But I appreciate that you think I'm bubbly and sweet. I like to think so. At least sometimes. I do give good hugs. You assume that I'm bi. I don't care for labels. They really don't interest me very much. I understand that for like a lot of people, some labels help them feel more solidified in who they are. Like for me, getting an ADHD diagnosis and knowing that like the whole way that I experienced the world had a label was helpful for me. But sexuality-wise, I just don't feel like it does. I never really know whether I'm attracted to men because of heteronormativity, and I never know whether I'm attracted to women because women understand women better and you don't have to deal with inherently male issues of toxic masculinity that appear in relationships, or if I'm just genuinely attracted to a bunch of people based on nothing. But more than anything, I don't give a shit to find out. Doesn't make a difference to me. Someone assumes I have an OnlyFans. I don't. I don't think I ever would. Not because there's anything shameful about it. I probably could make a ton of money. But I feel like I have a lot of dreams and goals that are beyond the kind of internet sphere, like in music. And I don't think the world is particularly in a place where it's able to give women respect and see them as whole people if they also do that kind of work. And if I was to ever do that work, literally the only thing I'd be interested in is yelling at people for money. Because that's a thing. That and the people that just give you money for doing nothing. It's kind of what streaming feels like for me. But no, I have no interest in doing that kind of work, so sorry to crush anyone's dreams of that ever being a thing. You will try and pet every stray animal that you see. You are not afraid of rabies. Can't be afraid of rabies if you see the little babies. Listen, if animals want to come up to me, I'm gonna pet them. Recently, I pet a stray cat. Haven't been able to find it since, otherwise I would have tried to take it in. And a skunk, really cute skunk. You're super nice, but you look extremely mean. What the hell? Do I look mean? Don't answer that. I have an RBT. I do. I think I could understand looking intimidating, but I would hope that like as soon as I open my mouth that dissipates. I have very angular features. I think I kind of look like a Disney villain. People used to say that I looked like the youthful version of Mother Gothel, which I understand. you put 100 palettes of makeup on every day. I have quite a bit of makeup on right now, but I tend to only really wear makeup when I'm streaming or recording. Otherwise, I don't wear makeup on a daily basis. A lot of my second account on Instagram is where you'll see me majority of the time not wearing any makeup. But my skin is really bad right now, so I kind of am wearing 1,000 palettes of makeup. I think it's just hormonal because I came off of birth control, and I'm hoping it goes, but yeah, I have been wearing a little bit more makeup since I've had my skin be bad for the first time in my life since puberty. I'm trying to not let it get to me though, although it has been. We'll just hope that it goes back to normal soon. You're a real girl's girl. I am a fucking girl's girl. I am a girl's girl to no end. I tend to find that like if some guys say that you're like, that they don't really fuck with you, that's how I know I'm doing things right. You know, like if a lot of toxic guys on the internet or like in person are like, there's something about her, I don't like her. Good. I feel like you're the introvert in your relationships and friendships. I don't know why. No, I'm not introverted at all. I think it's the difference between people's online personalities and how like outgoing they are in videos versus in private. I know in my personal relationship, I'm way more outgoing than Gage's. I would say he's a little bit more introverted than me. I'm the most outgoing and extroverted in pretty much all of my friendships. But I try not to be like super loud in recordings. I don't know why. But I get my energy from other people. But I'm also kind of quiet until I feel comfortable. Like I'm too very aware of myself to want to be extremely outgoing when I meet new people because I don't want to be overbearing and make things about myself. Or yeah, I think it's probably an ADHDism to be very perceptive about myself. So I tend to stay quiet until I have something I actually want to say or until I feel comfortable. You hold drinks for people at parties. Yes, I am definitely a drink holder. They said that I feel trustworthy. I would like to think I'm a very trustworthy person. Thank you. Yeah, I always hold people's drinks. I always go to the bathroom with people. I'm a chronic friend maker in bathrooms when you're drinking. Aw, someone said that you're lost and don't really know what you want to do or be, so you keep trying random shit. Yeah, that's kind of the phase that I'm at in my life right now. I feel like for a really long time, I've always just kind of been an extension of other people. Like I'm very confident that I'm a very good friend and a very good partner. And I kind of like kept myself in that role for a long time, but I'm not necessarily the best at putting myself first and really going after my own endeavors. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking it chill this year, trying to meander my way back to music and find out what I really want to do outside of anyone else really. But I do know what I want to do, I just don't really know how to get there. My dream's always been to be a musician. I really want to start doing more like personal vlogging on my main channel. And I really want to get into the gym and fitness and fashion. But it takes me a long time to change and to pick up new things. The old stupid brain. You can play piano for sure. I actually can't. I did like one season of piano. I don't know, like did the first book or something of piano lessons. And then the teacher told me that I was so distractible and never did the homework that she literally didn't want me to do lessons with her anymore. So then I dropped it. The same thing happened with guitar as well. I ended up just having like a really fun guitar teacher, so then we used to just gossip and I used to like, and then that was all I did for 45 minutes. But I'm trying to teach myself guitar again now. And I want to learn piano because I love music that's like really heavy on harmonies, and I want to be able to figure out how to do them better and figure out more interesting harmonies. And you kind of need to know music basics for that. Someone just said dumb. I would hope not. I would hope not. I'm actually very well educated, I'd like to think. Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty smart. I think I'm very emotionally intelligent. Someone thought I was gay until they found out that I was dating Juicy. I think that goes for the both of us. Could you imagine if like after 3 years, we just came out and we're like, yeah, we've been beards the whole time? It would probably make a lot of sense. Ooh, someone thinks I'm the type of person to prefer a home-cooked dinner and splitting a bottle of champagne over a night of heavy drinking. I actually don't drink like at all. And then when I do drink, I get so f***ed up. I haven't drunk in like a month now because I'm spending a lot more time in America and I'm trying to meet new people and meet new friends. And a couple of weeks ago, we went out to a club with a new friend called Charlie. And we decided at like midnight that we were gonna go out because he hadn't gone out in like 8 years or something, I think he said. And I'm kind of embarrassed about it now, but I can't gauge my drinks in America, like at all. If you don't know, in Australia, there's RSA, which is Responsible Service of Alcohol, which I need because I know at home that I can have like 6, 7, 8 drinks and I'm fine. I'm here and I had 5. And I think because when I get dressed up, I get like dressed up. So the bartenders always give me more alcohol. And I thought I could handle 5 drinks, but 5 drinks was actually the equivalent of like 12. Because they were giving me triples. Don't do the maths on that, I can't do maths. But they were giving me doubles and triples. And for 2 hours, from 4 till 6 a.m., I was literally in the corner like this. Because I couldn't close my eyes because every time I blinked, the room was spinning. So to answer your assumption, no, I am not a casual drinker. I don't know whether I want to include this one. A good few people assumed that I cheated on my ex. I didn't cheat in that relationship. Only including that one to dispel long-held rumors about my character. Someone else assumed I am loyal to no ends. Bing, there you go, that's more like me. Oh, you assume that I'm about 5'3". I think that's right. I think I'm 5'3.5", 5'4". I don't know, I haven't checked. But some people think I'm really tall as well. I think I give off shorter energy, but other people think I look tall just because I have mega long legs and tiny torso. You're the big spoon for sure. That is correct. I hate being a little spoon. I'm a little claustrophobic. So I don't like the idea that I'm squished in. And then I also feel really bad if I have to reject someone and be like, no, thank you, sorry, that's enough of that. But I like being the big spoon. We're probably chill and super easy to talk to. I like to think so. I'm a big chatter. Oh, you're a confident little baddie. Absolutely not. Not a lot of the time, no. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You assume I'm an emo. I recently found the term, I think it's called like romantic goth, or like whimsy goth, or Victorian goth. I definitely like more of that kind of style. I've never really known how to dress like it, but I'm starting to switch my fashion up more towards that. I listen to a little bit of the music. I still don't want to say that I'm goth if I'm not fully deep into that subgenre of music. But I would say I like those kind of terms more than emo. You're pregnant. Pregnant? Pregnant? Trust me, if I was pregnant, I wouldn't be for very long. I think that you like the Beatles. I actually do like the Beatles. I have a Beatles t-shirt, which is weird because I don't think I've ever worn it online, but weird that you assumed that about me. My grandma was a little Beatles fangirly actually back in the UK during Beatles mania. So I feel like I heard a lot of Beatles songs growing up. I like a lot of music from the 60s and 70s. A lot. Thanks for sending me your assumptions. I hope that gave you some insight into me. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe and put the bell on. I know YouTube doesn't show you what you actually want to watch half the time. Make sure to go and subscribe to my main channel as well if you're interested in seeing any of those future vlogs. I think they'll mostly be like weekly vlogs, behind the scenes. I've been into making really kind of aesthetic, peaceful videos recently as well, so if I can figure out how to make that vibe for a vlog, that's what I'm hoping my main channel will be when I come back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!